Morning. It's Lahara and Lahara illustration. I'm very nervous because it's like 8:30 in the morning and just everybody walking past under my window and I can see them and I got the feeling they are hearing my voice and I not want them to hearing my voice. This makes me extremely nervous. Another thing, I broke the camera stand. I didn't break it, but like this is a very important party supposed to be. So I'm hoping the phone won't fall down in the middle of the recording. So wish me good luck for for this not to blink. And so this is going to be a sketchbook video. I was waiting for a while to make it finish the sketchbook. This is my Joe Everyday sketchbook. What is this one? This is my Joe Everyday sketchbook, and let's get started. I'm very nervous. Just this makes me so anxious. People are walking past behind the window, and yeah. So this is an all creation 80 pages. I think all of them are 80 pages. An all creation sketchbook. I find it very handy. It's small. I can take with me when I'm going for holiday. It fits in my, say, I don't have pockets, but it fits in my pocket. I'm wearing skirt, that's why. So let's get started. Yeah, so I created this idea in last year, like in December. So in this year 2025, I'm going to draw every day, like I says before, better for the morning coffee or the afternoon tea. I'm not having afternoon tea, but for morning coffee, this is a good one. And this is a self-portrait of me. And yeah, so like 1st of January, I was ill. It was flu or cold or flu. I'm not really sure. I was very suffering. So I nearly gave up the whole idea to draw, but so I stayed at home from work for 4 days and mostly just drinking tea, drinking a lot of herbal tea, and this was the only art I did in that time, like this every day. And the second one is a fountain pen, and I was trying to draw some clocks, watches, pocket watches. Didn't went very well, but I was ill, and still at home, still ill, still fountain pen, and I just, so when I was young, I found the idea like the sun has good face or the moon has good face very 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 scary, but just somehow it came into my mind, and why not to try a sun who is wearing high heels because it's fun. But like how the fountain pens and the watercolor just like blended all together, and this had a funny effect. And 4th of January, I was still at home because of ill. Oh yeah, so like I didn't have winter holiday or something. I'm working in a place where we don't have this stuff, so I was still at home and still ill. So I painted, drew our cat Mimi. Like she's sleeping every time, so like this is how I felt in the day. And 5th of January, I was still here, but I went for work, and it's just a very good portrait of how Mimi is acting. And 6th of January, I was still ill a little bit, but I just felt okay. So it's a new year, it's a new everything. I'm already drew 5 days. I was so proud of myself, and I was started to waiting for the spring. So I drew these snowdrops. This is Karandas New Color 2 watercolor crayons. 7th, I was still a little sick at 7th, but come on, it's, you just have to keep going. So this one is a lovely pattern I used. So like sometimes I got some like leftover paint on my palette. This is gouache, and like that's why I more prefer real gouache, not acrylic gouache, because I can reuse the color after when I finish a picture, I can use the same palette later. 8th of January, that was my birthday, and I was exactly, it was just a very early time, just before I went to the coach, because I was flying in that day, and I had to catch the coach to took me Stansted Airport. And so I went to Stockholm. This was the first morning where I woke up there, and the hotel called Birka Hotel. I googled it, and the building was a brewery before they turned into a hotel, and so the Birka word, it kind of, according to Google, means birch tree. So I was doing these birch trees with the eyes, because that is the tree looking like they have got eyes. And the key with the pretzel, because I've seen a couple of pretzel places, and just it got the whole Stockholm vibe. And one day I went to the childhood museum. What I was expecting a little bit more Moomin, and it was a lovely playground for kids, and it was most of the place was about like more like Astrid Lindgren. I like her children books. Emil E. Linneberger. I'm not very sure. We call it different. We call you are for me Emil in Hungarian, and it's still Stockholm vibe. But in the day I came back and went back to work. Holidays. Oh no, it didn't. I had 5 days. Oh yeah, so I was still at home, and Mimi was a little bit upset, so I painted her. And I bought these new watercolors. I thought new, but I already owned these colors in different sets. It was a Kansai Tambi Kuratake Kansai Tambi watercolor. So I bought these separate pens. Watercolor and fountain pen. And so this is the only day when I exactly didn't draw into the sketchbook. I was sketching at work, but nobody should know about it. Yeah, so like January is a kind of dark month, and sometimes I'm moody and just wanted to get over. So like all these early paintings, just I wanted to do very quickly, like before work. I mean, I was kind of very busy every day. Before work, I was painting, I was reading, I was doing a little light exercise, I was doing Duolingo, washing the dishes. And so I was very busy in every day before work. Usually I'm useless after work, so I want to try everything before. And yeah, I had a visit in there's a stationery in Covent Garden. It's called Choosing Caping, and I bought another Kuretake Gansai Tambi set. It's like retro colors. And this is partly that one, and some neon colors as well. It was so fun. And this is just a bear who is a clockmaker, because it's fun. Some quick sketches of Mimi with a fountain pen, another fountain pen piece of a traveling witch. Oh yeah, this is a gnome. I did a lot of sketches of a gnome. Not a gnome. It's not a gnome. It's a goblin. Sorry. Yeah, this is a goblin. So I did a lot of sketches of goblin at work. Psst, nobody, don't hear it. So this one is a. Sorry, I need to cheat because I don't know even the name of my art supplies, and I'm making this noise because I'm looking for the art supplies. So I don't know where is it, and I don't know how it's called. It is a kind of very soft watercolor. Water soluble crayon. It's a very good one. I like the colors, and I use some highlighters what I bought in Ryman. And yeah, so Rikito Roka means a highlight fox. It's funny. I don't know it's visible on camera or not, because it just that is the part that I can't see because how I fix the camera stand. I'm so upset because I broke the camera stand. A tree with Mimi's, and Mimi again. It's with color pencil. Oh yeah, this was fun. So it's all these neon colors with this weird shape. Sometimes I just had no time or no mood. Like I had so many times in this sketchbook, I had no mood at all. So I just did this weird quick sketches here as well. Fox and a dog and a fairy. This is supposed to be a neon color, and oh yeah, so I can do with the UV light some fun. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so just a little bit back with the UV light part because it's so fun. Yeah, I don't put away because it's going to be come back. So it's the same idea with the sun, but this is a dandelion. Yeah, you can laugh. I wanted to use one day Copics, but you know how Copics is acting in basically in every paper, so it's bleeding through the paper. Oh yeah, this bird, this is not how exactly looking like, but I bought in Crafty Fox Market. Sadly, I don't remember who was the artist, but I really like this bird. This is like a sun catcher. I got so many sun catchers, and this is my plant in the window. So I painted gouache in the other side, so just one mini picture. So when I went for my holiday, when I flown away, I just left. So I removed everything from my desk and just put a tablecloth, and Mimi, she loved to lay on it because she thinks this is her desk. Yeah, we always trying to not to be loud to disagreement. That's her desk or my desk. And February came, so I just I wanted to do a full page illustration of something, so I did this phone. 2nd of February, when in Hungary we believe when the bear coming out from its cave and see its shadow, so the winter going to be long. And if you can't read, when the early bird bear is watching the weather app in the morning and seeing it's going to be sunny, so the winter going to be long. And in 3rd of February, I just had this, why not to sketch a Greek picture, so I did a Greek. This is the style when I'm in Greece and I'm doing sketches, and just it's got a very nice vibe. And I just realized, so spring is coming, so more snowdrops, a little bit more to learn how to do snowdrops. And I was in a project with a painting with cacti, so I did some cacti sketching because I was more working on that project and just wanted to do something quick. And after the cacti project, I had a horse project, so I started to draw a lot of horses every day. This was a very, very early time, and like this is a very, very ugly, unrealistic horse with wings. And this is my plant in the window. I sadly don't know the name, but I think this is not a bad. It is a gouache sketch in February. Horse, another horse is climbing up to the sky. It has got 6 legs, six. 7. This horse has got 7 legs. Another horse. Some more snowdrops because it's spring and the spring vibe, and some golden. Oh yeah, this bronze and golden shade background. I like it. It's just like an icon, like a Christian icon. And cats. I think somebody was drawing like this I think in Instagram or maybe here in YouTube, I'm not sure. I wanted to try this technique with cats. And I started my holiday, I think, at 12th of February or 13th. Oh yeah, it was 12th of February, yeah. So I flew home to Hungary, and I was like drawing every day over there as well. I took a couple of my art supplies, but I had art supplies at home as well. One more horse, a boat with 2 cats, with Mimi and the cat, what my mom's cat, Zokni. I was watching Hungarian folk tales, so this is just got the idea. And this character is an OC, and his name is Titian. And I did do an old sketch, and it exactly went very well. This is a very, very long cat, and I found some like stencils from my childhood, and I was doing these dogs with the stencil, and like this was the day where I was flown back, came back to London. I was still on holidays. The last day was when I drew this dragon with these funny wings, and after just holidays finished, so I had to go back to work. And like, look at this little gnome, how she is happy she's going back to work. And I wanted to, it's another day where I wanted to using Copics, but like we know how Copics is acting. But I had this cyanotype, it didn't, so some of the cyanotypes are not really working very well, and like overexposed or underexposed. This was an underexposed one, and so I just drew this switch, and I used the exposed part as her dress, and the rest just painted over with Copics. And another UV light piece. I really like this one, but sadly because I use this high neon colors, I can't scan because the scanner just eating the color. It's not working. And I think this was the day when I bought the ticket for the Sailor Moon live musical, but I went to out there in London, in Tottenham Court Road, and I was just got the vibe. Oh, I love Sailor Moon. I really like it. It's very, very big stuff from my teenage years, and so I did this fan art. And this is a very, very realistic portrait with me painting something in the morning, and Mimi is coming and drinking the paint water. But I even written on the paint water side, is not a cat drinking water. I always covering with something, because if I just leave the jar open, like she's coming and drinking from it. Like she has got 2 water bowls, but she loves to drink from the paint water. Is a weird cat thing. And in February I dropped the snowdrops and went to the crocuses, and it's a gnome elixir with love. Yeah, so this is me and Mimi, how we are sleeping, and my stuffed hedgehog. And like 1st of March, this is a very, I find it this is a very, very ugly page, but I wasn't in the mood. Even the stars are happy, I wasn't in the mood at all. And it's a dog in a dog house. I find this one fun. Is maybe it looks different, but I like it, and I like this one as well. They are the sun and the moon, like they are sister and brother. Yeah, that I think in this, like most of my like previous illustration, the sun is a boy, a man, a god, and here it is just a little girl, and the moon is a little like another girl. Yeah. And like you can see, the sketchbook is, so like it's a massive fixed sketchbook, but not really like to be opened every day, but this is happening. So it's a wall about pictures inside the sketchbook. March, they started to sell tulips in supermarkets, so I wanted to paint a fairy who is drinking from the tulip or something like that. 8th of March, International Women's Day, and in secondary school it was one day when all the boys picked up some violets in school, in the schoolyard, and this is just I was trying to paint some violets. They are not really realistic. I bought this new acrylic pens. It's a Sharpie acrylic pens. I really like the color palette. It was a good try. I don't like this piece. I was just wanted to paint something quick before work, and I don't like this one either. I like the side, but I don't like her. It's just too odd. I love this one. It was raining, but I love the vibe, and I like the colors as well. And so I started to go to parks because it was better weather, and I was doing some sketches in the parks. I took the sketchbook, and I really liked. I like the colors of this one. And I think it was 14th of March, the International P Day, so I do a bird and who says P, and some pattern. This was a fun part. Like I was watching somebody's video. I don't remember who was it. It just popped up in the reels, and was painting a quick one and drawing on pencil. So I was just wanted to do something similar. 17th of March is St. Patrick's Day. For a long time in this year was the first time we didn't went for St. Patrick's Day, partly because I got work in that day, another one because last year was so disappointing. But I was still listening Irish music and drinking Guinness on my day off because I like this stuff. And I started to sell daffodils. I really love daffodils. I really like the vibe of daffodils. So I got so many sketches in different sketchbooks of daffodils I was doing. And this is just a gnome, probably a gnome, call it gnome. So 20th March is, I like the online anniversaries when, like, for instance, when I joined into DeviantArt every year, I was drawing something like anniversary. I'm not using DeviantArt anymore, so I'm not doing it. So I joined into a Hungarian book, like social media page. It's similar to Goodreads, but I think it's better. It's called Moi, and because of my icon, my avatar is Little Mai. I always doing every year a moment themed picture of. I did a picture. Is not in the sketchbook, but I just was in the vibe. Plus, it was March. Tulips were everywhere, so why not a snow maiden with tulips? And this is another UV fun part. Sometimes it's just fun to paint something abstract. And trees, because I was in parks and I just really enjoyed the cherry trees. So trees. This is the acacia tree just in front of my window with Mimi on my table, and some plant from my window. And this is I can't tell how it's called plant. I went to Holland Park and I did some pictures, so I exactly painted this one from a picture, but I really like this one. I like the colors as well. And I went to a different park in a following day when I did this sketch of this Fritillaria imperalis, and I don't know what is the English name of this, or even the Hungarian name of this flower. I found very fascinating the color of this orange color and the shape. I really loved it. And the next one is a cyclamen. Sorry, I'm not really sure how to pronounce this flower name. I was in the very, very flowery, in the park, good weather. This is the spring finally mood. So in this part I just had a lot of plants, trees, flowers, one mini sketch, and tulips with some UV frame. And 1st of April, Mimi in. I like to do something like so. We went. There is a food market just very, very close to us, and they were selling fruits as well. And I did a photo picture, and I just drew from the photo. I wanted to put Mimi in it, and Mimi has came out from the milk. It's just a fun illustration. I have got so many sun catchers, and when the afternoon sun is coming into my room, there are a lot of rainbows. And it was one day when, like, she was laying down, and all the rainbows were on her, and just it was just looked funny. And this is just an illustration of a princess. More Mimi with some cherry trees. This is I would say this is our family armory. I'm sorry, I've done. It's too early, and I'm not very sure about everything how it's called in English, and even I don't remember Hungarian either. It's a pint of beer and Mimi, and some more trees with an ugly. It's supposed to be a deer, but it's looking like more like a donkey. Some abstract stuff. Here I just got the idea, why not to paint some landscapes. So I wanted to paint on gouache, but in the end I was doing with pencil. This is very ugly. This is a sketch of a painting one. I say I give a break for it, because just I couldn't catch the dog's face. Definitely I couldn't. Oh yeah, and this was the time when I just started to use a stamp for the date. And so I'm using more like the frame, like framing around, or using these white frames. This didn't went very well. I wasn't in the mood, and maybe it wasn't enough time to do a landscape. And this one I used one of my picture I took in the park, in Holland Park, about a very fat squirrel. Oh yeah, I went to Crafty Fox Market. I really like to go this kind of places, like craft markets, and like even Comic Con. But Comic Con is a little bit different. Seeing people to wearing very unique and colorful outfits, I always love to see what they are wearing, and later on doing sketches about them. This is me in the back, how I was dressed in the day, and this is a Hungarian childhood song about. It's cold and we waiting for the sun because the geese are going to freezing to death. It was cold at 15th of April, so I drew this. And this is a lady I seen on the street. I just really liked her flaming red hair with this blue outfit. It was very cool. I think it was very cool. This is a picture when I was waking up 2:30 in the morning for work. And I wasn't in the mood at all for anything. And Mimi loves to get brushed, and this is a little Totoro sticker I got from some I'm not really sure, I bought online or I bought in one of the Japanese cute shop what I have got in Covent Garden, but I got this Totoro sticker. And so this was a holiday. First day I drew this one in the plane. It looks like a festival. They're selling like pretzel and ice cream and balloons, but we exactly was flying to Lisbon. So this was the very first morning, Easter. That's why the bunnies, and this was a plant in what was in the garden. So I was drinking my morning coffee and sketching. It was fun. The light was like this. So we stayed in a hostel, and the light was sometimes this turn off on me because I was reading and sketching, but not to watch movement. So sometimes I had to do these things with my hand. And I really got inspired by the Portuguese styles. I've seen them everywhere, and this is a sketch. And next morning, this Carlo, I think this flower is called Carlo, and it was a little snail was sleeping in one of the flowers. Yeah, it was in the morning, and we went to Sintra. So I think I did this one in the next morning, just using a picture of I took about Sintra. So I didn't draw this one on place. And the next morning I bought this loquat. It was a lovely, lovely color, lovely shape, and terrible taste. I mean, tasteless fruit. So I not want to say anything bad about it. Like, maybe there are people who are like it, but we didn't. But it was fun to draw, and it's a nice thing to try something new. Some roofs of Lisbon, and this one is just completely from good. That's why I keep the tile here, because of the Lisbon vibe of the sketchbook in around in the middle, and all the tiles. So I painted, sorry, Julie's cat in the Lisbon tile style. And we are back. I was saying some new art supplies I got from Sketchbook. It's fun, but I think these 3 colors are not enough for my style. And back to the normal life. I was still in a little bit in the, I don't speak Portuguese, but I just was in a little bit in the vibe. I think this is incorrect. And some sketch. This is, yeah, like sometimes I'm just painting something fake. So this dog is not this dog. This dog is, I had a toy in my childhood, a rag dog, and this is the rag dog from my childhood. May is came, so this is the first mermaid piece what I did. I think the only one, or maybe like I did a couple of small ones and not in this sketchbook. I had this small windmill in my window, so I see every day when I'm sitting in front of my window, and I wanted to join a picture and wanted to use a similar palette, because it's nice when the 2 pages has got like the similar color palette. Mimi again, Sailor Moon, but a little bit different, and the washi tape. Sometimes I forgot that the stamp is upside down, so like sometimes I do this upside down stamps, and this is not very good, and like it's looking like it's me. It's not me, it's a fairy who has got like flower head, just because of the short colorful hair. Like, so many people think every character with short hair and glasses is me. It's not. It's my peppermint tea with rose I made yesterday. I don't like this piece. I can draw this pose very, very quickly, but I don't like. I was in the bad mood when I was drawing. Like something I tried here. I was in the bad mood. I was far better mood when I drew this one. I really love to some grain stuff. This is, I use a picture for this. I did in the Lisbon Tropical Botanical Garden. I really love. I just had this vibe. Go to gardens, go to parks, go to botanical gardens. I really love this one. And another Mimi picture. She wasn't happy. This illustration based on another person I seen on the street wearing outfit like this, and we went to Kew Garden. Yeah, we went to Kew Garden, and we seen white garlics. They were blooming, and so that's why these flowers are on their white garlics. I used a picture of mine for this from Kew Garden. This is I think this is a Sintra picture. So like I use a photography to paint this one. This is gouache from Sintra. Sintra again and Sintra again. So like I was using my Portuguese pictures to to paint these ones. Yes, sometimes I just not in the mood, or even no time. I was a little bit running out of time, and that's why this ugly page. And this is exactly a very, very, very fun one. I had a lot of fun when I was painting it, and so I have got this fun. So if I can show, probably is not sharp. It's not sharp at all. Yeah, it should be sharp, but it's not sharp. So I tried to do a 3D picture, but it didn't went very well, but it was still fun. It was still fun. And yeah, I really like this illustration. I just use my normal gouache palette. So this palette what I'm using when I'm painting a landscape. So I'm mixing these colors for landscapes. And another Mimi picture. She's a princess. I'm not really sure what is happening in this one. And I just started to buy a new kind of flower. I think this is a peony. I have got a bunch of peony just here in the side of my table. So I painted. It was very interesting because when I bought it was pink, and when it's bloomed and opened it's turned into white. It was very interesting. And here my new habit and my new love just started with the Nasturtium. So it was in the I had Nasturtium paint last year, but in this, because I have got one, they survived the winter, they survived the squirrel. We have got one in the kitchen window, and it was a squirrel. He came every day and was digging, and like none of my plants survived, but this one, they then started to blooming. It was so beautiful. So I started to do a lot of sketches of Nasturtium, and this was the first one. And another day I went to there's a park very, very close to us, and there were a lot of daisies. Probably they are daisies. No, they are not daisies, they're bigger. Like daisies, but they're big. And I just wanted to make a picture like somebody who is small and looking at them because they are huge. Like this one. And 23rd of May was Comic Con, so I was wearing a shirt with this pattern, and I drew a witch who is very, very resembling, is looking like me. Maybe it's me, I'm not sure. This is me, yeah. 24th of May, a weather of May, like fish. I drew something similar last year, or maybe 2 years ago. Like outside is fish because it's just raining and cold. And a cat, meerkat, another mermaid stuff, a meerkat outside. And another landscape of Lisbon in a purple base with carandash neocolors, and one more peony. When it's opened, it was this shade, this color, we loved it. And one more person I seen on the street, so I drew as a cat. All these purples, it was fun. This is just some fairy tale, but it's a tale I written about a butterfly and the dandelion, and this is an illustration for it. Yeah, is the last day of May, and I wasn't in the very, very good mood. I bought this pattern paper in Choosing Caping, and I painted over with some acrylic pens, but it didn't went very well. But later on the day, when I got better mood, I just put this parchment paper over it and drew again. So one page, same page, but two drawing. It was fun, and I started to paint with this is what I'm doing now. This is a kind of project I'm working on, acrylic pen like illustration, but flowers or landscapes. And yeah, this was one day, but I felt I was really, really running out of time. Like, it's a picture of my sketchbook, the two based like I use orange or pink base, waiting for me to paint over it. It was Mimi and a Duolingo owl to reminding me to do something over there as well. This is a house with cats, and this was last of my day off. I just got an idea about a little gnome who is making pottery, and following morning Mimi was drinking in the kitchen when I was making coffee, so I made a new station of it. She wanted to drink from the tap. And another cat with some Nosterium. This picture is, I use one of my Greek one I took in when I was in Kos 3 years ago, and this page is stick together and I don't like it. Why they stick? Oh yeah, so it was just a quick one with some acrylic markers, and this is the yesterday one. I seen this. It wasn't exactly like this shirt. It had this like ribbon in the bottom, but I found it ugly, so I didn't enjoy it. So I just drew this girl with cherries in her ears as a earring in this outfit. And this is, I just realized this was yesterday, so I already reached the end of the sketchbook. The last page is my original characters, Witchling and the Fairy Boy, and I hope you liked it. And oh yeah, so this was an art creation sketchbook, and this was a beer I had yesterday. I love this beer labels, and always taking off from the can and just sticking in like end of my sketchbooks in the end paper. But here the end paper I just containing something else, so I stick here, and this sketchbook is over. It's so weird feeling because I was using this one for a long time. It's a very thick one. It's a very musty. It's a fat sketchbook. Just like look at this. So I exactly going to miss it, but don't worry. I got the next one, so keep going tomorrow. And I'm happy, and I hope you are happy as well. And thank you for watching this video, and maybe you could hear what I'm saying, or you could understand what I'm saying. I am so nervous to speak this long. I'm always feeling weird when I'm speaking to the camera, because I feel just I'm speaking to myself, and like crazy people do this. So thank you for watching this video, and see my hand, and see you in the next time. Bye.